summertime and the living is easy with Tupperware. Hello, everybody. My name is Peter Williams. I'm Tupperware Pete. How are you going? It's a little bit warm here in southeast Queensland where I am, so what I thought I'd do is I've just got some more ice cube trays that have just arrived, and I wanted to show you how I'm going to prep some ice cubes. Now, in true Tupperware Pete fashion, I'm not just making ice cubes. Because the Tupperware ice cube trays have a seal, you can add things to your cubes. You can make, with the little silicone buttons, you can pop them down, you can make small ones, or you can pop them back out, and you can make big ones in there. All the Tupperware silicone doesn't contain any latex, so if you know anyone with a latex allergy, they're ideal. And it's a proper Tupperware seal. Now, if you are just doing water, right, which is great, right? Like, if you're not doing baby food, leftover wine, making Ferrero Rochers, or popping your fruit or your pureed veggies in there, if you're not doing that, it's great for ice cubes, okay? So all you have to do is just open that up, fill that up with water straight up to the max line. Can you see the maximum line here and here? You just fill that up to the maximum line, you just seal that. I just give that a bit of a shake, 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 and then you can seal that. You won't get freezer burn, your ice cubes won't evaporate, they won't take in any flavours from anything else in your freezer, and because you can stack them all up on top of each other, let me show you. I've got 4 sets here. Because you can stack them up on top of each other, you can actually save space in the freezer. Now, most ice cubes come with, like these ones come with 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. Most ice cubes come with 12. These ones give you an extra drink, all right? So, and each ice cube is about 20 mils, like about a tablespoon. So great for tomato paste or stock or cream or gravy or anything that you've got left over that you don't want to waste. Just pop them into here, and then when you're done, they will actually fit straight into... Oh-wee-hee! Just pop them into a Tupperware freezer keeper, and then that way you can, again, maximise the space. You know what you've got in there, and then that frees that up for when you want to do ice cubes, which, let's get cracking, and I'll show you what I'm going to do. Now, did you know, a little Tupper tip, did you know when you use boiled, cooled water, your ice cubes freeze like glass. They don't go white, they go crystal clear. So just pop the kettle on, let the water cool, and use that water. I am still waiting for my kettle to arrive. I won a kettle from Tupperware. And in the meantime, I've just boiled some water in my micro cook pitcher, all right? So we'll just pour that straight into here. And this is, we've got to let it cool, but it's boiled, right? So we'll just pop that straight into there. And we will... pop that straight down in here. Now, while that's cooling, let me just show you what I'm going to do, right? I've got some blueberries. So all I'm going to do is just pop in... hang on. Let me just rinse this off. I don't know if I've rinsed this or not. I should have done this before I went live. I was like, hang on a minute. Did I rinse this off beforehand? Maybe not. But that's okay. You know what I'm like. I never practice anything. I do everything first cab off the rank. It makes it a little bit more fun that way, doesn't it? Okay, so there we go. What I'm going to do is I've got my blueberries happening in here. I'm just going to pop a blueberry in each ice cube tray. These are really good. Blueberries are quite cheap at the moment, so why not just lash out, pop them into your ice cube trays. There we go. So can you see that there? I don't know if you can see that. Probably not. But there's blueberries in there, right? And then I went to the fruit and veggie shop. This mint, look at the size of these leaves. They're like Jurassic. So I'm just going to, yum-o, right? We are just going to, that one's a little bit, okay. What we're going to do is I'm just going to tear off a little bit of mint, and we'll pop that into there as well. So you get the idea. You can just have fun with this, right? We've just got some mint happening into there. Throw in some mint. So this is going to pretty up your drink, and then as it dissolves, it's going to add flavour to your drink. Now, some people you might want to freeze lemonade, or you might want to do cordial, or you know what I mean? So that way when it is melting, it's not watering down your drinks, which I think is a great idea. So we've got our blueberry, we've got our mint in there. Then what we're going to do is, let me just show you, let's move this out of the way. We're going to move that over to there. What I'm going to do is grab, you know the Tupperware mandolin? This is the one that'll do 9 different thicknesses of slices. It'll do crinkle cut, round crinkle cut, long crinkle cut. It'll do diamond dicing. It'll do regular dicing, small ones and big ones. It'll do waffle cuts. This one comes with, can you see here? So, oh, upside down, Miss Jane. There is your, that's actually hilarious. I couldn't have planned that better if I wanted to. This here is your, that's your smooth blade, and that's everything that your smooth blade will do. Then this one here, this is your crinkle cut blade. This is everything that your crinkle cut blade will do, right? It's really, really easy. What you do is you just line up this arrow with that arrow going the same way so that you can see your instructions down on the side. You grab your lime. Just pop that straight down into here, into there, right? Now what we'll do is, I'll just show you. The way my kitchen is set up, it's... This one here, you move this one, there's 0 to 9 different thicknesses. So what we're going to do is, I'm just going to do this on a 1 millimetre thick. There's extra blades, you just store them underneath there. And I've got my lime, and I'm just going to... How awesome is that? Look at these, they're uniform slices. They're just absolutely gorgeous. I'm now going to grab a Tupperware knife. I like the one with the point for fruit. I can just slice that straight down in here. Because this doubles as a cutting mat as well as a heat-resistant trivet. I can pop them that way. Now, I can either, let me just show you. I can pop them in half again. So, look how thin they are. So all I'm going to do is grab this is where I've got my mint and my blueberry. I'll throw in a little bit of lime, half a lime or a quarter of a lime into every little. So now I've got my blueberry, my mint and my lime. It doesn't matter whether I am drinking, it doesn't matter what I'm drinking. I can add that into my drink, and that's going to add flavour as it melts. And it's going to be beautiful and pretty when I'm serving my drinks. So we've got that into there. All right. Now, it doesn't matter if I've got my glass carafe. I've got water in there. It doesn't matter if I can pop them in there. You can imagine those bubbles, the ice cubes filling around into there. And then if I've got a regular... This is the Tupperware tumblers. They look like glass, but when you drop them, they bounce. They're brilliant, all right? So what we'll do is we'll just move that straight out of the way. And we will... Here, we'll show you. Can you see that there? There's your lime, your blueberry, and your mint. What you do is you can seal that. We don't want that to absorb any other odour or flavour that's in the freezer, and we want them to stay there. We don't want freezer burn on our ice cubes. We don't want them to evaporate. If you've got one of those freezers with a fan in there, that's going to stay sealed, and all the flavour's going to stay locked in because it's a Tupperware seal, right? So we've got that. Let's just pop that straight over here. Okay, while we're doing that, you know what we do? A little bit of fun. I've got some green jelly crystals. Let's open this up, right? I've got my Tupperware scissors here, and I will just snip that off. I've got my One Touch. These are the alternatives to the modular mates. These are brilliant. If you've got joint problems, one hand, grab the tab, peel the seal. We pop our jelly crystals straight into there, right? And that's and again, it's a proper airtight container, right? We grab a line. We will just pop this down into here. And we will, all I'm doing is slicing that. Can you see that? I've just sliced that half, not all the way down, just half the way down, right? So what I'm going to do is grab this. I'm going to pop that around the rim. And we're just going to run that around the rim. Yep. Then what I'm going to do is dip that into some jelly crystals. Yum! Oh, how awesome is that? I can then come along with whatever it is. If I want filtered water, this is the water jug that filters with coconut shells. So that's filtered water. I can throw in my blueberries and my mint, not a problem. I've got a sweet crust on the top of my glass. If I wanted to throw in some blueberries and some mint, you get the idea, right? The ice cubes would have been great if I had planned them ahead of time. Yum, yum, yum. Now let's say we can seal that and we can pop that into the freezer. Oh! Now what we're going to do is, oh my goodness, what we're going to do, we are now going to, let's prepare some Christmas ice cubes, right? So we've got that into there. We have got our water. I'm just going to fill that up with some water. Again, I've used boiled, cooled water. I want that to stay into there perfectly. Look what I've got. Spearmint leaves, again in the ultra clear, which I'm loving. So all you have to do is just grab a spearmint leaf. We're going to pop that into every ice cube tray. Remember, you get an extra drink. So instead of 12 ice cubes, the Tupperware ones have 14. So we've got one of those into there. And look at this. Ripe raspberries, ripe. So we're going to do our little holly. There's our spearmint leaves with our ripe raspberry. It's like a nice little Christmas treat. And again, you can add that in. Pop that into there. How awesome is that? Now, can you see? I don't know if you can see. Look at that. You can't. Oh! I shouldn't tip that up for the camera, but you can get the idea, right? You've got your red raspberries with your spearmint leaves. We can seal that, and there's our Christmas ones. Actually, if I had done coconut water, which I've got, I could have used coconut water, or lemonade, that would have been fantastic as well. And you can seal that in there, not a problem, all right? How awesome is that? Now remember, when you have an online Tupperware party, you can choose anything out of the full price collection for 70% off. Have a think about joining the Tupper Club. You get a permanent discount of 15 to 25%. Turn Tupperware into your side hustle. Do the hustle. Bum, 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 ba-dum, ba-dum, dun, dun, dun. Side hustle. Dun, 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 dun. Turn Tupperware into your side hustle. There is a 15 to 30% earning capacity. 8 out of 10 homes in Australia own a piece of Tupperware. No one knows where to buy it from. So have a think about that. It's a brand that's been in this country for 62 years. It's been worldwide for 78 years. And if you've got any questions or suggestions, please send me a message, or the person whose group you're watching this in right now. Until next time, you know what you need to do, don't you? Forget your troubles and get happy. Dance your cares away. Shout out and get happy. I'll see you all another day. Thank you all for watching, everybody. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.